Fishing the Midwest is presented by Larson FX, the multi-species, multi-use boat that's ready for whatever you are. Suzuki, the ultimate 4-stroke outboard. Core Ice, expand your seasons. Hi, I'm Bob Jensen. This is Fishing the Midwest. Thanks for stopping by. We're at Henay's Marine in the Twin Cities. Now, Henay's is just up the street a few minutes from where the Vikings play football. They do an absolutely outstanding job of helping you decide what boat is best for your needs. We're going to do something today we've wanted to do for a long time. We're going to take a look at the changes in fishing and fishing equipment down through the years. You know, I've been in the fishing and marine business for almost 40 years, and I've been fishing longer than that. And boy, have I seen some changes. Lake Kabetogama in Voyageurs National Park is one of my favorite places anywhere to go fishing. I started going fishing up there about the turn of the century, and about 2000. I always fish with Wade Watson and Tim Watson. Let's take a look at some of those trips to Kabetogama Lake from back in the day.
All right, I got the net.
Walleye. That's good walleye.
Oh, there you go. Nice walleye.
That's what we're after.
There you go.
Good one.
Good.
Nice fish.
All right,
There you
good
go.
color. Any nice, pretty one?
Now, there's a slot limit on walleyes in this lake? Ooh, he's fat,
Yeah,
isn't he?
Beautiful fish.
13 to 17 inch that you keep harvest slot, and then 1 over 23 inches on cab.
And you get a lot of them this
A
size?
lot of this.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, that's a.
Ooh, that's a frying pan guy, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what he is for length. Do we have a measure?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, well, put him on. He's right there at 16 3/4. Wade was right on the money.
Good guess, good guess.
That's a keeper and good eater there.
Here he comes. There he
Nice
is.
rod bend.
There he is.
Holy cow.
There he is right there.
Big fat guy.
Oh, man, oh man. Oh, I like that. When they hit that jig, you know, it's just very distinctive. Right
Boy,
there.
look at the
in
girth in that
Right in the
walleye.
nose.
Kabetogama, we're just seeing more and more of those bigger fish here on Cab.
Yeah, I do not mind. Well, like I said, on my first few trips to Cab, the walleye fishing was really, really good. But, and I don't know exactly when it was, but 2004, 2005, 2006, something like that, they decided to implement a slot limit to make fishing even better. And I can't remember the slot, 17 to 26 or something like that. Walleyes in that 17 to 26 inch range had to go back in the water. And they succeeded. I mean, fishing up there, after a few years after the slot was implemented, we caught so many 23, 24, 25 inch walleyes. Travis Carlson showed me how to catch these big walleyes in Cab, and boy, did we catch them. I mean, this is the spot. Oh, I'm getting good with the net. Did you notice that? I'm getting really good with the net. That's another eater. You know, he's just at that eater size.
Fish.
Look at there.
Look at that.
I just had mine hanging over the side. Look at that. That is nuts. I had mine. Okay.
Way to get a fish.
Now I got it figured out. When I net your fish, I don't reel in, and I catch one. Fathead. I put the fathead on. Just drag it. I mean, that was 5 feet out behind the boat. Amazing. Amazing.
You switching to fatheads for today?
It's fathead.
Hey everyone, we're giving away all this great gear, Fishing the Midwest, logoed clothing, and a bunch of tackle products from our sponsors here at Fishing the Midwest. It's really simple to enter. Go to our Facebook page and give us a like, and at our page, look for the link to subscribe to our Real Times e-newsletter. At the end of the TV season, the first week in April, we're gonna draw the name of one e-newsletter subscriber and then cross-reference. If that person is also a Facebook follower of Fishing the Midwest, you win all this gear. Really simple, great giveaway.
Fishing the Midwest is made possible by beautiful Kabetogama Lake, gateway to Voyageurs National Park. Ray Marine, simply superior. Northland Fishing Tackle, made by fishermen for fishermen. P-Line, because we fish. Vexilar, own the ice. Lake Kabetogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available at the many full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class. So are all the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Kabetogama Lake in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now.
Core Ice expands your seasons by building houses using their revolutionary lightweight IntelliCore panels. These true structural composite panels are lightweight yet durable, extremely well insulated, and waterproof too. Core Ice also offers models using their patented hybrid wheel skid system for the ultimate in portability. With models and configurations to fit the needs of all winter anglers, consider Core Ice and expand your seasons. Visit our website to find a dealer near you.
We rise at 4 a.m., driven by an overwhelming passion. We're driven by the beasts that roam the waters of this great country. We don't think about stress, or bills, or Monday. We're fishermen, always ready. And as for the gear we hold, trust is everything. Never again should you sacrifice strength for style. The Team Lose Pro TI Speed Spool, built for anything you set the hook on.
Closed captioning on Fishing the Midwest is provided by Offshore Tackle, the leader in trolling technology.
Now, Travis, you caught that walleye on a jig right away, and you switched to a rig. How come?
Well, we were marking a lot of fish. You could tell the fish were in here, and they just didn't seem as aggressive as what they should be this time of year. So I dropped down the live bait rig, and right away I've had a couple of good hits.
And the live bait rig is for finicky fish typically.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, and these are nice finicky fish, aren't they?
Look at that. That's a nice fish.
Look at that. Yeah, you know, and I mean, he may be finicky, but he ate that thing. He wanted it. He just wanted it to be the right way, didn't he?
Now, here's the deal for catching walleyes on Cab. Early in the year, they'll be shallow. And what works out really well is to throw jigs, little fireball jigs, 16th, 8th ounce jigs, into shallow areas, 4 to 6 to 8 feet of water, near where the walleyes spawned. A fireball jig with a minnow. Works out really, really well. And lately, we've also been putting plastics on our jigs, and the walleyes really like them that way too.
Yeah, I think these fatheads were a good switch.
Yep, that's 3 in a row now.
Here he comes.
I see him. I kind of see him. Now he's close to an eater, isn't he?
He's close right there.
I'm not sure.
He could make under 17.
You know, something tried to eat him, it looks like. Look at that fin there. Look at there, something got after him. Look at there. Look at that, ice walleye. Look at that guy. Whoa! Pretty darn nice walleye. Whoa, look at that guy. You know how to use that net, Travis? Very
nice
good.
fish.
Absolutely. It's fun to catch fish, isn't it? Look at that guy.
It's a nice fish, bro.
Absolutely. As the year progresses, the walleyes move into deeper water. And this is where something really has changed from when we started going up to Keb. What happened is sonar has changed so much. Back in the day when we started going up there, we would just look at an area with our depth finder and look for the drop off and that sort of thing, and it looks like good, let's try it here. But now these Ray Marine units we're using are so sensitive. We don't fish until we see fish on the depth finder, and they got the mapping system, so we see where the structure is. We know exactly where we are in the structure. We do not fish until that depth finder shows us where the fish are. We're fishing 17 to 30 feet of water, live bait rigs, rock runners, slip bouncers, and that sort of thing, with just a plain hook, crawlers, or a leech.
Are they a little finicky today?
A little bit on the finicky side.
What's
This
that
feels
one?
more like a perch.
Does it? He was shaking there, wasn't he? Big perch, wow. A lot of those out here?
We've had some really nice perches. It's kind of a
Really?
nice bonus when you're walleye fishing.
Yep, no kidding. And on the frying pan, how do you beat that?
You can't
You
beat it.
can't, no. And that's a nice perch.
That's a nice perch.
Lots of them like that.
We've been seeing quite a few
Have you
like that.
really? Look at there, Travis.
You got him?
I did it. I did it. And you can go to any island.
You go to any island or the rock garden. That's a real nice place to
Oh,
go
sure,
look.
yeah.
You got day use sites, all kinds of nice places. Some have docks. Oh, there's a nice fish.
There's a nice fish. Look at that. I was waiting for that one. I mean, I was just waiting until a big one came along, Gee,
I tell you, when you do it good.
I know. And they're so healthy. Look at that guy. I mean, he's been eating good stuff, hasn't he? Look how thick
Look at
he
that.
is.
He's just like a football. Isn't
Yeah. Look
Nice
at
fish.
that. Oh,
Congratulations.
boy. I liked it. I liked it. You like this sort of thing better. So
Yeah.
I've got one going too. Yep. You're on your own, Travis. Is it a big fish?
It's a decent fish, Bob. You got a bite back there too,
I do.
Bob?
Yep. I missed mine.
You missed yours. That's all right. I'll be a nice guy. I'll let you come up here and net this one, Bob.
I missed mine so I could help you. Oh, another nice. Oh boy, another nice one. Another nice one. Look at that guy. Oh boy. How long did you let him go?
I let him go probably 15 seconds on
Did you
that
really?
one. They're just really being picky today, and
And that's longer than you usually let him go.
yeah, usually 5 count, 10 count,
Yep.
and you'll get most of
Yep.
them. But
Yep.
we'll do what the fish want.
What they really want. We're getting bit, but they're fussy.
They are.
Yeah.
We'll just keep working on them. We'll get some fish.
Yeah, there's a nice fish.
To see all things Fishing the Midwest, please follow Fishing the Midwest on Facebook. Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Big Stone Lake Tourism, the Midwest's newest winter hotspot. Beckman Nets, uncompromising quality. Strike King, tie one on. Distinctive cabinet design for all your commercial, residential, and retail fixture cabinetry needs.
The fishing line has been cast. Now let's get hooked on Garrison. Spend the day on beautiful Lake Sakakawea fishing and enjoying the water. If you don't catch the big one, our bustling business district, scenic 9-hole golf course, and abundant recreation activities await you. It's worth the short drive to Garrison this summer. Check out all this and more at garrisonnd.com.
Every angler has his favorite tools. A particular bait, the right rod, a net that never lets one get away. But all of these mean nothing if you don't have the ultimate tool as your foundation. Larson FX is your multi-species, multi-tool platform with tiller and dual console models ranging from 17 to 20 feet. Everything you need for catching any fish you want. Larson FX. Are you ready?
Visit your local Larson FX dealer or head to larsonfxseries.com for more information. Hanna's Marine is the largest Larson boat dealer in the world and has a huge selection of boats and accessories priced to fit any budget. Our knowledgeable and experienced experts will help you select from top fishing boat manufacturers, including Larson, G3, Basscat, and Yarcraft, and pontoons from Suncatcher. Now's the time to take advantage of manufacturer rebates of over $1,000 on select models and great financing rates. Your boat, your treasure, our business. Hanna's Marine, keeping you on the water.
Whoa, that looks like something there, huh? You gotta extend the net, Riley. There you go. There you go. Oh, nice walleye. Oh, there you go. Very good. Very good. Good job, Riley. Very good. That's a nice one. Is that too big?
Too big to keep, but that's all right.
Travis, you know, we've been fishing Kabetogama a lot, and that is just your typical cab walleye, isn't it? I mean, that's just a lot of them like that in here.
Yeah, Bob, this, like you said, this is a typical walleye. We got a lot of them, you know, this size in that slot range. We got to throw back, but as you've seen this morning, we get plenty to keep too. So we'll go ahead and throw this guy back and try for another one.
How's that one feel?
Like a nice fish.
A little more size there.
Yeah.
Yep. Biggest one of the day.
Yeah, feels like a good fish.
Got the net, Bob?
I got the net. The weather has changed a little bit, Tim.
Yeah, we came into a little bit of a cold front.
Yeah.
A little drizzly this morning.
Yeah, here he comes. Oh,
Oh, look at that old girl.
look at there. You know, we've had a few hit and spit this morning, you know, and that's pretty typical of this sort of conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's the weather change makes a little bit difference on the pattern of these fish. And this is a really, really nice walleye here.
Yeah, that one had the whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, there's a little short biting, and I'll tell you something. I just doing a little quick snap jig on this, Bob, and just a little short snap jigs on it, and then she couldn't stand it. But that is a nice, fat, healthy walleye on a cold front morning,
yeah.
isn't it?
Now, the first several years that I went to cabin, the first several trips, it was all walleyes. I mean, that's what everybody did. Cab was a walleye fishery, and that's what we fished as walleyes. But about 10 years ago, Travis Carlson told me that he had been catching crappies. He said Cab had been developing a crappie fishery that was just outstanding, and asked if I wanted to catch some crappies, and I said yes. Got him, Travis?
I got him.
Are these netters out here?
Yeah, these, look at, they're nice.
Oh boy, that should be a netter. That should be a netter.
It's a nice slab there,
Oh
huh?
boy. About 25 feet deep, something like that.
About 25 feet, fishing suspended.
Yeah. Wow.
Kabetogama crappie. Double?
These guys are really concentrated, aren't they?
Look at that.
Yep.
You got yours?
Yeah, mine is, oh, yours is almost as big as mine.
Well,
Almost as big. Look at that. That is just a slab, isn't it?
yeah, there goes that beaver, Bob. There's 3 otter up in the rock right behind it. We see that quite a bit.
Isn't that something, man? That's part of the experience. I've often referred to Cab as a zoo without fences. You know, you just never know what you're going to see when you go around the next island or around the next point. We were up there one day, and we came upon a family of otters. And you don't see otters very often unless you're on Cab. And we just reeled in the lines and just sat there and watched the otters do whatever it is that otters do. You know, they played with them, and it really, really fun stuff. Beavers, they swim by you all the time. It's not unusual. Deer are everywhere along the shoreline of the lake or up along the resorts and that sort of thing. Always you see deer. Waterfowl, lots of ducks, lots of loons. And it's very common to have an eagle up there in the trees watch you as you fish. And if you get really lucky, you might see a moose or a bear or a timber wolf or something like that. A zoo without fences really describes Kabetogama Lake. Kabetogama Lake is in Voyageurs National Park, and much of it is undeveloped. And because it's in a national park, that means it's going to stay undeveloped. I mean, most of the lake is just trees and rocks and walleyes and all sorts of stuff. But there is one small area where there are resorts. and several different resorts, and you can find the resort that best fits your needs and your wants. Some resorts have pools, some have beaches. You know, they all offer something a little bit unique. And whatever your needs, you know, if it's a corporate group, if it's a family group, if it's a group of fishermen just going up for a place to stay, there's a resort on Kabetogama Lake that will absolutely meet your needs. Another one, jeepers. Isn't that something? Man, when you get on them, you're just on them. Do these guys go all year long, Travis?
You know, I like to fish them in the fall. They get schooled up.
Yep.
You know, they're tight schools. You got to sit right on them.
Yep.
But I mean, that's why we're both fishing on the front of the boat. We have to be that close if we're going to catch fish.
18 feet apart is too far apart.
It's too far apart
Yeah.
to both be on them at the same time.
Isn't that something?
Nice fish.
Nice. To see all things Fishing the Midwest, please follow Fishing the Midwest on Facebook. Fishing the Midwest team uses and recommends the services and products from these folks. K-Drill Ice Augers. Drilling ice will never be the same. Henay's Marine. There are 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, but only one Henay's Marine. Lose. Feel the difference. Clear Lake. Drop your anchor in Clear Lake, Iowa. Beckman nets are back, and that's going to make lots of fishermen very happy. Beckman nets are the best for both the fishermen and the fish. Beckman's coated nets are fish friendly to ensure the release of fish's safety. Beckman nets come in handle lengths up to 9 feet, and the one-piece yoke is incredibly durable, while the Quick Connect channel allows for an ultra-fast connection of the handle to the yoke, and the features go on and on. If you need a new net, and if you don't have a Beckman, then you need a new net, check them out at participating fishing tackle dealers. A boat ride on the water, a concert in the shadow of legends, a day of fishing in one of the premier fisheries in the Midwest. These are just a few of the wonderful attractions Clear Lake has to offer. Nestled in northern Iowa, Clear Lake is known for its beautiful scenic landscapes, top-rated beaches, and yearly events. From the annual Winter Dance Party to the blockbuster 4th of July celebration, Clear Lake has something for everyone. Stay at the shore and explore.
Distinctive Cabinet Design manufactures commercial millwork, retail fixtures, and residential cabinetry. Serving the homeowner on up through the general contractor, there's no job too small or too large. Whether it's custom kitchens for the homeowner or retail fixtures for hospitals, hotels, casinos, banks, and more, Distinctive Cabinet Design can do the job for you. Visit their website to learn more. Distinctive Cabinet Design, serving Minnesota and the entire country since 1999.
Every angler has his favorite tools. A particular bait, the right rod, a net that never lets one get away. But all of these mean nothing if you don't have the ultimate tool as your foundation. Larson FX is your multi-species, multi-tool platform with tiller and dual console models ranging from 17 to 20 feet. Everything you need for catching any fish you want. Larson FX. Are you ready?
Visit your local Larson FX dealer or head to larsonfxseries.com for more information.
Lake Kabetogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available at the many full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class. So are all the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or a group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Kabetogama Lake in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now.
That was quick, Tim.
I told you if they're on, they're on, you know.
Is this your best spot?
Does it usually take that long to get back?
taking my best.
This feels like a pretty good fish, too.
About 3 years ago, Tim Snyder told me that Cab was developing a pretty good smallmouth fishery. He was right, and it's not just good, it is absolutely outstanding. Mike Frisch and I got together with Tim and to take a look at this smallmouth fishery. It's crazy. The first cast Mike made, he caught a huge smallmouth.
I get the size of this deer.
Welcome to Kabetogama. Wow. Look at that.
Jeepers.
What do you think of that, Mike?
Mike, what cast was that?
First.
First cast on Kabetogama Lake, right?
Can it get better?
Yeah, if I catch it, it's better.
Jeepers.
She.
What a start, Mike. That's crazy.
Wow. Stud. The fish.
Yeah, they got their feed bags on, don't they?
Wow.
When I started going to cab, we were using the best motors available at that time. Boy, the outboards have changed so much in the past several years. The motors we're using now, I could not even imagine back in the day. My friend Mike Frisch runs a Suzuki motor, 300 horsepower. Back in the day, didn't even think of that. Couldn't even comprehend that sort of thing. Now it's not uncommon. I run a 90 horse tiller Suzuki. And again, back in the day, a 50 was about as good as we thought it'd ever get. But the new motors, these Suzukis are so quiet. They're 4-stroke motors, so they're very, very efficient. They provide really good performance. Things have changed so much in the world of outboard motors, and I'm glad of that too.
Jeepers. Look at that. Here he comes. Oh. Mine is right. How big's yours, Jeff?
Not as big as yours. Well, we got a triple on, guys.
Do we really?
Oh, a big one up front.
There's mine.
I'll just throw mine back.
Mine is just your average run of the day. 2
I
pound
don't think
smallmouth.
this one is as big as the last one, but
I'll get out of the way.
we kind of got a little bit of a circus going on here. Oh, it's not a bad fish. Oh man, they're beautiful though, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Jeepers. Look at there. Mine is so much better, Mike. Look there.
Well,
Look at there. I mean, we've been fishing 2 minutes.
Yep.
2 minutes. Just that nice size. Look at that guy. They are all over down there.
oh, she is. Oh man,
Man, look at that.
that's another tank. God, are they fat too?
Look how fat this girl is. Look at that.
That is a nice fish.
One last thing about cab. I mean, it's the fishing that brings me back all the time, but there are other things to do. There's the Ellsworth Rock Gardens, a little place up there that's just very scenic, a nice place to take a break during the day and look around. If you've got youngsters in your group, there are beaches you can take some time off during the day to go swimming and that sort of thing. And there's kayaking and canoeing, very good opportunities for that too. You can get in out of the wind because there's lots of islands. And then there are places along the shoreline where you can have a shore lunch, and they're designated places, and you go up there and have a shore lunch. You know, take the walleyes or crappies you caught during the morning and go up, and it's just a nice break during the day. Cab just has so much to offer for anybody who likes fishing or the outdoors or nature or the wilderness and that sort of thing. It's absolutely a world-class fishery. It's absolutely a world-class visitor site. See more Fishing the Midwest TV episodes by subscribing to the Fishing the Midwest TV YouTube channel.